The 2024 Honda Civic gets a hybrid option in sedan and hatchback form soon, but there's no need to wait. What kind of vehicle is the 2024 Honda Civic? The small Honda Civic of 2024 is available in sedan and hatchback form variants. There are other performance variations available. It is contrasted with other adaptable little cars like the Mazda 3, Hyundai Elantra, and Toyota Corolla. The Honda Civic is a tried-and-true vehicle that keeps growing bigger and better. The 2024 Civic receives a score of 6.8 out of 10. What's new for the 2024 Honda Civic? Not even 2024 news at all is the big story around the 2024 Honda Civic. The Civic will have a hybrid drivetrain next year that is similar to the one found in the Honda Accord facelift. Later, more on that. 2022 saw a facelift of the Civic that made it longer, sleeker, and more contemporary. It is one of the more appealing compact sedans on the market because to its balanced proportions, smooth sides, long nose, and elegant ends that never strive too hard to stand out. It never betrays its status as a low-cost vehicle. The Civic C features more eye-catching hues, a rear spoiler, and significantly modified bumpers, the back one of which displays dual exhaust pipes. The Civic hatchback's stub tail and 4.3-inch shorter length are the main reasons it retains some of the fanboy enthusiasm in its appearance. The Type R hot hatch, with its enormous rear wing looming over 3 center exhaust pipes, epitomizes the Civic's rally ambitions. Inside, Honda toned down the Civic to make it look more elegant. The sleek dash has a metallic honeycomb pattern to conceal the vents, and switches with metallic accents add some contrast to the otherwise monochrome appearance. The dash is equipped with a 9.0-inch or 7.0-inch touchscreen that looks like an afterthought, but at least it has volume and tuning knobs. The console accommodates cup holders, an automatic or manual mechanical gear selector, and a drive mode selector. In the base model, the automated selector is connected to a continuously variable transmission. It is paired with a 2.0-liter inline-4 with 158 horsepower and 138 lb-ft of torque that is readily wound. Similar to the hatchback's EXL and Sport Touring grades, the 1.5-liter turbo 4 engine added to the EX and Touring trims produces 180 horsepower and 177 lb-ft of torque. The Sport and Sport Touring hatchback trims of the Civic, as well as the Civic C, where the manual is standard, have an available 6-speed manual transmission that greatly enhances the car's personality. However, the Civic C is only available as a sedan. Even while its Turbo 4 doesn't pack a lot of punch, its 200 horsepower and 192 lb-ft of torque make it a pleasant ride. Once again, the Civic Type R is the top model in the performance portfolio. Its 2.0-liter turbo 4 engine is tuned to 315 horsepower and 310 lb-ft of torque, and it can reach 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. For front-wheel drive-only vehicles, all Civics have good handling, and their steering is better than that of entry-level vehicles. Driving it is enjoyable, and it appears to like a good twisty road challenge. What is the price of the Honda Civic 2024? In addition to a 7.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and a suite of driver assist technologies including adaptive cruise control, active lane control, automatic high beams, and automated emergency braking, the base Civic LX sedan and hatchback is priced between the mid-$20,000s. The sedan bidding for the Civic Sport begins at $1,000 more. The Turbo 4 EX sedans and EXL hatchbacks have superior sound systems, leather upholstery in the hatchback, heated front seats, a sunroof, and blind spot monitors. These vehicles come in closer to $30,000 range. More than $30,000 is spent on the top Sport Touring hatchback and sedan, which features a 9.0-inch touchscreen, wireless smartphone connectivity, Bose audio, and a wireless charger. Be prepared to spend more than $45,000 when purchasing a Type R. 2024 Honda Civic styling. The previous version was perceived by some as fussy, but that has been resolved. The Honda Civic receives an 8 in this category because to its elegant roofline and exquisitely detailed interior, which are 2 points and 1 point above average, respectively. If you're asking, we favor the Civic sedan. Its sloping hood line forms a noticeable brow across the front end, and it shares a blunt front end with the hatchback. The look of faded-in headlights is modern and, in our opinion, classic. The hatchback bulges where the sedan tapers, but the sedan's fastback lines were better in profile. Even non-enthusiasts of cars may see how many cutlines and trim pieces have been simplified in comparison to the previous Civic. Here, we tend to think that little is more. The Civic seat stands out because to its unique body trim, more paint options, and 18-inch wheels. The Type R adds a large rear wing and lower ground effects down the sides, and it opens up its front end for improved air intake. It's more amiable now, but it's still in your face. For Honda, the Civic's interior reaches a new height. It is understated and sophisticated, with a mesh strip extending from the dash to cover the air vents and conceal little joysticks for controlling the vents. It's a subtly witty and deliberate jab at everything from ThinkPads to Blackberries to Atari. The Civic seat and Type R turn on the red carpet and cloth to remind you, as if you'd forgotten, that those are the spicy Civics, while a large touchscreen and digital readouts speed up the rest of the cockpit. 2024 Honda Civic comfort and quality. The most recent Civic is now fully mid-sized, increasing its usefulness in daily life. For the most of its existence, the Civic served as Honda's little vehicle. However, with the introduction of the HR-V and the expansion of the Accord, the Civic currently falls into the mid-size class. It is now more roomy and cargo-friendly than before. We give it an additional point for its front seats, which raises its rating to a 6, but hatchbacks feature a cargo compartment that merits a separate rating. A wheelbase of more over 183 inches puts the modern Civic in comparison to the Accord from a few generations earlier. As a result, it is roomy throughout and has cozy front seats with fabric upholstery and manual adjustments. Higher-end models come with power seats. Honda makes sure that access to the rear seats is easy with its wide doors, although taller passengers will have to bend down to get in due to the low roofline. Once inside, the Civic's generous headroom and 37.1 inches of rear seat legroom present no problems. While most Civics can fold down the seatbacks to increase cargo space, less expensive models do not have foldable rear seats. Hatchbacks have almost 25 cubic feet of space behind the back bench, up from the starting point of 15 cubic feet for sedans. This generation's Civic's mood was enhanced by Honda with larger touchscreens, joystick vent controls, and a strip of metal mesh spanning the dash. Even though it's not a luxury vehicle, it's immaculately presented. How safe is the Honda Civic? Incredibly secure. It receives 5 stars overall from the NHTSA and a top safety pick plus rating from the IIHS. It receives an 8 for that and great basic safety gear. Active lane control, adaptive cruise control, automatic high beams, and automated emergency braking are standard on all Civic models. Blind spot monitors and parking sensors are readily accessible. Since the Civic's thick roof pillars obstruct the view over the shoulders, we would suggest them. 2024 Honda Civic features. The Civic is still a significant vehicle even though it is no longer cheap. The 2024 Civic scores 8 points in features, 3 points over average thanks to its affordability, standard equipment, and infotainment. Indeed, the cost has increased from the previous year. LED headlights, 16-inch alloy wheels, the base inline 4, and a 7.0-inch touchscreen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are standard on this year's base $25,045 Civic LX sedan and $26,045 hatchback. The cost of the Civic Sport sedan with automatic transmission is $26,645 alone. The hatchback is $27,445 in price. Both keep the non-turbo engine but add larger wheels and other sporty features. There is a free manual or automatic option available for the hatchback. Honda offers the Civic a 3-year per 36,000-mile warranty with no free maintenance. Which Honda Civic ought I purchase? We would pay more for the turbo of 4. Point in the direction of the $29,745 EXL hatchback or the $28,045 EX sedan. Blind spot monitors, heated front seats, superior audio, and a sunroof are standard on both. Leather upholstery is another feature of hatchbacks. Thanks for watching.